Hey there, adventurers. Welcome back to another epic adventure with us, Adam and Lacey.
Today we're taking you along on one of the most incredible trips we've ever had. We rode the train from Rome to a little gem in Italy called Campania, just a stone's throw away from Pompeii. And yes, I'm going to try my best to pronounce everything, but don't blame me if it sounds more like French. Or maybe I should say, pardon my French? Ooh la la.
I'm over here bracing myself for some true Italian pronunciation fails.
Want to wear something that actually makes you smile? We make shirts that speak good vibes. It's more than a tee, it's a mood. Check out Upbeat Outfits. Click the link below.
First, let's talk about this Airbnb we found. It was cute, cozy, and right in the heart of a small town with this fun little square filled with statues.
And look, right outside our building, flags everywhere, celebrating the latest big soccer game. Honestly, it felt like we were living inside an Italian postcard. Pure magic.
The town vibe was so alive, and we didn't waste any time diving into the local culture. First stop, drum roll, the pastry shop.
Yes, the pastries. Seriously, they tasted like little bits of heaven. And you know how we feel about food. So you know that we may have had seconds or maybe thirds?
I think we might have a slight dessert problem, but we're not apologizing for it, right?
Nope, no apologies here. And after all that sugar, we had to balance it out with some real Italian pizza. I'm talking mouth-watering, melt-in-your-mouth pizza.
And it didn't break the bank. What a relief after Switzerland, where everything cost a small fortune. Italy, you're a breath of fresh air.
All right, let's get into the real history lesson. Pompeii. Have you ever seen something frozen in time? Because wow, Pompeii was like stepping back into Roman times.
It was fascinating. Pompeii spans over 150 acres of ancient city. Think about this. The entire place was buried under 13 to 20 feet of volcanic ash from Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. And thanks to the ash, it was perfectly preserved. Buildings, artifacts, even people.
They discovered it back in 1599, but it wasn't until 1748 that the real excavation began. I mean, we're talking about a city frozen in time for over 1,500 years.
And get this, Pompeii had fast food joints before fast food was cool. I'm not even kidding. They had these little places where you could grab a hot food and drink on the go. I bet the Romans would have loved food delivery apps.
And let's talk about the Romans' water system. It was so advanced for its time. They had aqueducts bringing fresh water into public bathrooms, fountains, and even private homes.
Honestly, these Romans were on another level. Even their streets were designed for specialized cars. Only certain ones would fit. Talk about a smart business idea. Way to go, Roman entrepreneurs.
And talk about smart, only 2/3 of Pompeii has been excavated up to this point because we just keep finding new technologies to test and uncover, pun intended, new things we didn't previously know. Who knows if they'll ever get to uncovering the rest of it. See what I did there?
Yeah, up next, let's talk about the Amalfi Coast. If you've never been, put it on your bucket list.
We booked the most amazing tour through Get Your Guide. Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello. All of it was jaw-dropping. First stop, Ravello. We arrived in the middle of a rainstorm, but don't worry, it's totally normal there. A little rain, a little sunshine, and then bam, we were exploring the Villa Ruffio's beautiful gardens. Pinch me.
I gotta tell you, the views of the Amalfi Coast from Ravello was breathtaking. It's like the ocean just melts into the sky. Absolutely stunning.
And you know us, rain or shine, we're finding pastries. I kind of think that might be our new secret superpower, sniffing out the good stuff. Honestly though, anything to stay dry for at least a little bit. Otherwise, it's gonna be a really long day.
For sure. And next, we made our way to Amalfi. This place is pure magic. We got to relax on the beach. Well, mostly we just enjoyed the view since the water was way too cold to swim.
Yeah, no swimming this time, but the views made up for it 1,000 times over. The city is literally built into the cliffs, and it's just so colorful and vibrant. Kind of makes you feel like you're living in a painting. And the girls had fun playing in the sand. And trying to just put their feet in. Yeah, good luck with that. Those waves are huge.
And last but not least, Positano. Let's talk about the shops, the views, and of course, the pastry shop we found. I think we need a full intervention when we get home.
Nope, no intervention needed. We're fully embracing the dessert life. Thank you very much.
So there you have it, Pompeii and Amalfi Coast. Two completely different experiences, but both absolutely unforgettable.
From the ancient ruins to the gorgeous coastline and delicious pastries, we couldn't have asked for a better family adventure.
Okay, maybe we need to cut back on the sweets, but no promises. We're all about the journey, right?
Absolutely. So if you liked today's adventure, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss our next big adventure.
And don't forget, escape the ordinary while embracing the extraordinary. See you next time.
Adventurepreneurs out.
2, 1. Yay! Then they land on the moon.